Everyone.
We pay cash. Yeah, we make this process super simple for people. If you have a solution, if you have a problem, provide the solution for you. We pay cash for it. We buy them as is, around down the road. And I'm not going to dig myself a hole by buying a property that we won't be able to make any money on.
But it makes sense sometimes.
Absolutely.
How does it make sense? Tell us an idea, if you were sitting there and you've had your house on the market and it's not budging or whatever, and you need to get out fast, or you just need to go because you can't stand being in the house any longer, whatever. Give us some ideas about how that works there.
Well, I tell you what. Let me give this example. So somebody's lived in a house for 30 years. They've lived there, they've raised their family there, and maybe they're moving on to the next stage in life. They're moving to, a retirement home, or something's happened. Unfortunately, maybe somebody passed away. Whatever it is, there's a lot of repairs that need to be done to that property. You or your family, they don't have the money or the knowledge, or maybe they don't even live in the state, but they still need to sell the property, right? We're there to provide a solution for those people.
Now, your phone number is 480-498-8091. You do free consultations because you got to come in there, you got to talk to them, you got to kind of look and see what they got there. I mean, generally, you're going to buy it no matter what.
Well,
but you got to come up.
Yes, and I stop you there because I want to understand what each individual person's situation is.
Okay.
Everybody's different, right? So if you go to my website, HBSBHoldings.com, you can actually type in a little bit of information about your property, and we'll reach out to you. We'll find out, because I want to know. I want to know what's going on and how's the best way to suit you or to solve your problem. If I can't solve the problem, I guarantee I know who can, and I'll point you in that direction.
And he gives you cash, and cash is king.
Yes.
So what we've just said, get out of the house and get out of your headaches. That's what we're saying right now. And there's a lot of people out there with them. If it's you, write the number down. It's 480-498-8091. If it's someone that you know, tell them about this. Please, he's out here to help people. That's what it's all about. He does free consultations. He's valley-wide. And the website is HBSB Holdings with an S.com. Okay, so where do you buy properties? What areas? Any area?
So, for the most part, it's all Maricopa County. However, for the last couple of years, we've focused primarily on the East Valley. Not that I don't buy anything on the west side, it's just that the focus has been on the east part of the valley, meaning from the 17 East here in Arizona. We really buy in every type of area, every type of house, anything down from a mobile home all the way up to $1 million property if need be. It's just got to make sure the numbers fit, which is the most important part.
So, why should someone then tell them why they should buy from you and not someone else that does something like you do? There's other people, so tell them why they should call you.
Okay, so, if you're going to be buying one of our properties, one of our investment properties, you can go to our website to see our inventory, okay? You can also check out the Better Business Bureau. We're rated in the Better Business Bureau, which is something that differentiates us from most people out there. We've been in business for a few years, and really, I care about helping people. If you're looking to sell your property to me, that's another thing, because we act with integrity. I'm going to be transparent. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be very upfront. You might not like what I have to say, but I'll tell you. And that's another thing. This business is there's a lot of competition out there. There's a lot of people that do this, and one of the big differentiating factors is the trust that you'll feel when we meet. I mean, it's very important.
So you just mentioned something. So we've been talking about you coming in and paying cash and helping people that got to get out of homes, but you also have homes, obviously, that you've flipped now that you want to sell. So talk to those again about the investor that might be listening right now, that might want them.
So the investors out there, what we do with these properties once we buy them is we either flip them to other investors so that they have an opportunity to fix them up and sell them for profit. We might flip them to another investor to keep as a rental. Could be to another investor as a turnkey property, meaning that the property's ready to go. All you have to do is put a tenant in there, and it's turnkey. It's ready to go. We also look for investors in other areas of real estate. So if you're an investor out there and you're interested in learning more about how you can work with us, please give me a call or check out our website. Be happy to talk with you.
Again, the phone number is 498-8091. It's HBSBHoldings.com. A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau. They're valley-wide. He does free consultations. He can help you whether or not you need to get out of your house for whatever reason that it is. He also has homes for you guys that are investors out there that he's got that are ready to buy. Do you have any right now that are ready that you've got?
Of course. We always do. Just take a look at our website. Give us a call. I'm happy to help you out.
And they want to help. They want to help you if you're in a situation. If you are an investor, these are great homes to pick up and get into. When you're working with an investor, what's the how do you work with them? What is the protocol for that?
There's a multitude of ways investors can work with us, whether that's being a passive investor, somebody that wants to give up their cash to get a return, or you can be an active investor in some scenarios as well. That's a little bit more tricky, and obviously if that's something you're interested in, please give me a call. I'd be happy to talk about it.
So again, that phone number to call them, it's 480-498-8091. The website is HBSBHoldings.com. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, we want to talk a little bit further about how you can help them. And again, if you know someone that is in a situation, a lot of people out here come and go. We know that. A lot of people have issues, whether someone died in the family. You got to get rid of that house. Let go of it. Get out of that headache. Maybe it's somebody that, you have a house that you want to get involved in investing. He can help you with that too. So again, our number, I'm going to say his number. His number is 480-498-8091. The website is HBSBHoldings.com. If you're an investor, you can go up there and see some of the homes that he has there listed. And if you're in need of help, call him. He's here to help you. A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau. The number is 480-498-8091. We'll be back. Hang tight. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back. We're talking with Scott Bauer, and he is the owner of HBSB Holdings, and that stands for
Homes by Scott Bauer.
And listen up, everybody out there. There's people out there that are in trouble, that get in trouble, or something happens, someone dies, and you need to get out of your house fast. He has cash. There's people out there that are investors, that he has some great houses that you can sell, get involved with him in. He can help you. One of the things that we were talking about at the break was why someone would sell their house with you instead of with a realtor. What's the reasoning for it?
So there's going to be some fundamental differences between the two of us. And I'll start off with selling your house with a realtor. So what's going to happen is they're going to come out, they're going to take a look at your property, they're going to look at the comps in the area and try to give you the most that they possibly can for that property. And that's what they're going to list it for. What they list it for is not what they're going to sell it for. They're going to list higher because they're trying to get the most money that they can for not only you, but also for themselves. They're going off a commission basis. Okay, that process, let's say on the first day, you get a buyer that comes in and says, yeah, I'll take it. Well, now you have 45 days from there before it's even going to close. And that's based on the Dodd-Frank laws that have gone into effect or that are in effect right now. And so that process is a long time. A month and a half.
The process is a long time, and it could also fall through.
Absolutely, it could fall through, because if you're going to get a loan from a bank, we all know that the banks are very tight. If you try to get a loan out there, you know that it's difficult. Okay, so anything can happen. It can happen on the very last day, right when you think you're going to close. So then what happens? Okay, now the seller of that property is mad because you didn't close. You're mad because you've already moved out of your house, and now you don't have a new house to move into. Maybe your stuff's all stuck in storage, whatever it is. Nobody's happy in that scenario. With me, completely different. We can close in as quick as 7 days. I don't deal with the banks. I have cash, so we just buy it as is, where is, and allow an easy transition. Now,
again, you're valley-wide, A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau, and you do free consultations. You like to talk and find out. Let's talk a little bit about how you work with the people. Because, when you talk to somebody who's needing to get out of a house or wanting to get out of it pretty fast, they're usually in distress.
Absolutely, yeah. So you're in distress, and I get it. Everybody almost who I talk to on a daily basis is in some sort of distress, because why are they calling me? I understand there's situations. Like I said, life throws curveballs at everybody, and I try to be there to make the make it as simple and easy as possible for everybody out there.
His phone number, write it down. It's 480-498-8091. You could check him out on his website. It's HBSB Holdings with an S.com. He is valley-wide. He has cash, and cash is king. And he is also A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call him, find out how he can help you or someone that you know. Again, that's 480-498-8091. It seems like you're easy to work with.
We're so easy to work with because of one of our experience in flipping hundreds of houses now at this point. We know what we're doing. We've been in the business long enough to understand and know how to help people. Listen. Actually, I truly like to listen to people, because what I've noticed is that on the first time I talk to somebody, that everybody has a guard up, right? I mean, everybody they don't want to give you the full story. They don't want to they think there's some catch in there somewhere. Maybe it's shady business. And, after talking with me for even 5 minutes, I think you'll understand that that's not the case with us at all. How
do you find out, how do you figure out when you come in and you check it out, their property, and you give them an estimate as to what you could, that's not even an estimate, it is what it is. How do you figure out the price?
So the way that we figure out the price is we basically take the comparable properties in the area that have sold in the last 6 months or so, and we're looking at what they've turned into. What are some of the ones that have been fixed up and resold? What have they sold for? Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to back out the closing costs and the commissions that would typically be paid that I'm going to have to pay when I sell it, which is 8%, 6% for commissions, 2% for closing costs. Back that out. Then I back out what the repair cost is going to be. So through my knowledge of flipping all these houses, I understand what it's going to cost to get it done, to actually turn around and flip it. Even taking into consideration the what ifs and the unknowns that we don't know, we get a pretty good idea of what it's going to cost to flip it. So I back that cost out. Then, of course, I do have to make a profit, so we back that out, and that's our offer price. It's pretty straightforward, very transparent, and I like to let everybody know about that.
Well, we all think that we live in the Taj Mahal, but and it's not even about that right now. This is really just getting what you can, the best money that you can, but getting out of that house and moving on, and either going into another direction or moving on with your life, or getting out that house that might be just sitting there, that the loved one passed away. There's so many different reasons. So when you have bought the property, then what does it go into? What happens to it? Because you flip them.
Yes. So we flip them. We do a couple of different things with those properties. We're either going to flip them to another investor to go in and do the work to fix them up and turn and resell them themselves. We'll flip it ourselves. We'll take it down as a rental, or maybe give it as a rental to another, or flip it to another investor as a rental. It could be even a tear down and a rebuild if it's in the right area. Right now, there's a lot of development going on in Phoenix and around the surrounding area. So, if it's an opportunity for us to tear it down and rebuild something that's going to benefit the community or to benefit the neighborhood, whatever it may be, then we're going to do that.
How do you usually, when you get your leads, let's say, how do you usually get them? Is it mostly by referral?
It's actually not by referral at all.
How do you get them?
So we send out a lot of direct mail marketing. We actually send out around 20,000 mailers a month to a targeted group of people that probably are going to be more likely to want to sell their house or be in a situation like this. There's all sorts of different segments that you can mail to, or that people that are in a situation that might need to sell. But for right now, what we're doing is high equity, people that have high equity in their homes. Maybe they own it free and clear. That seems to be where a lot of people are in distress.
So if they own it free and clear,
correct,
they're in distress. How's that? Because that to me didn't correlate. Go ahead.
That didn't sound
right.
So
explain that.
Okay,
explain it, Lucy.
If you own your house free and clear, you've probably owned it for 30 years. It probably hasn't been. It could have not been updated in 30 years. It maybe has a roof on it that leaks every time it rains, because we're in Arizona, it doesn't rain that much, so you don't worry about it, right? There's a lot of different reasons why somebody that has high equity or owns the house free and clear wants to move. Matter of fact, one gal that we just bought a property from was a hoarder. She hoarded dolls, and it was the entire house, 2,200 square foot, filled up every square foot with dolls. There's no way that you can sell that property on the open market. Not to mention the roof wasn't that good. The 2 AC units in the property, one I think worked, the other one did not work at all. These are all reasons and very expensive things to fix. And so we came in, we bought the house as is, and
and
Made it simple.
made it better and flipped it.
Correct.
And now, again, for anyone that might be interested in investing with you, please talk to them too now.
Absolutely. So, with all these properties and everything that we're buying constantly, there's always opportunities for investors to invest with our company to take down these properties or to get a return. Happy to talk in more detail with what that would look like. Go ahead and give me a call at 480-498-8091. Or you can actually get on my website, and there is an area for you to put in your information, and I'll certainly reach out to you as well.
The website is HBSB Holdings.com. He is valley-wide. He will come to you, and it's a free consultation. He has cash, and cash is king. He's A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. You can go up and check him out on the website and see how he can help you. You've got lots of information on there as well. If you're looking at possibly to buy some of his houses, you can see them there on the website. Again, that's HBSBHoldings.com. That phone number is 480-498-8091. And again, I'm stressing this out to you guys out there. There are so many people in situations. Maybe it's you. Maybe you know somebody that needs to get out fast. He wants to buy it with cash. And we were saying it before. Get out of your house. Get out of your headache. Again, that phone number is 480-498-8091. It's HBSHoldings.com. What are your final words?
We live in an age where everybody wants simple. With so much technology out there, and we're all getting bombarded with things left and right all the time, and we make this really, really simple. And it's very, very easy. Everybody who's bought we've bought a house from has been very happy with how quick and easy the transaction has been. A lot of them will say at the end, wow, this was amazing.
And you know what? Everybody has a story out there. And it could be that you did lose your house, and not lose your house, that it's going into foreclosure. Like you said, a hoarder. You got medical issues. Something changes. It happens a lot. Go ahead.
You get a job in another state, and you got to move there tomorrow. When you need cash today, we're there to solve that problem for you.
Again, that phone number, write it down. It's 480-498-8091. The website is HBSBHoldings with an S.com. He does free consultations. He is valley-wide and A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. And like I said, cash is king. Maybe you just want to get out of it. You've had that house for a long time. You've lived in it. You own it. You want out of it because it's going to cost too much to upgrade it, right?
Yep, to either upgrade it, to sell it the traditional way. You don't want to go through the headache. You want to make it simple.
Give him a call, 480-498-8091. That website, again, it's HBSBHoldings.com. And again, if it's not you, tell somebody about it. And if you're looking to invest with him, you can check out the houses that he's got right online. It's HBSBHoldings.com.